Northwest Premier's Economic and Investment Advisory Council will continue to make meaningful inputs to the provincial plans that are intended to revive the economy, fight poverty and create jobs in the province. Speaking after the final sitting of the council for the year 2024 held in Sun City Resort, the MEC for Economic Development, Environment, Conservation and Tourism, Bezaleng Kopane, says the provincial government takes seriously inputs and contributions done by the council.
Premier has established this Economic and Investment Advisory Committee mainly to focus on shifting the work of government and approach such that it has a different impact on our communities, because we are agreeing that we need to have those that are having the necessary experts and advice as well as government. So I think we went very well. We had a lot of reflections, which the Premier has made it very clear that such reflections will have to find expression in the plans of government, starting from municipalities, the departments, entities, as well as at the level of how he will direct his state of the provincial address, and making sure that our communities benefit from the existence of this structure. It is not just going to be a boardroom structure, and indeed the pronouncements and the presentations that are coming here, coming from the level of the university, coming from all angles, are very clear that we are going to move to a different point as government. We even dealt with our plans. It is very clear that our plans are going to be structured in such a way that after having processed from this point, we'll be going to the work streams, and before the sitting of every exco and cluster, we would have reflected so that we impact on how the work is going to flow from those angles. Of course, we have even referred to some of the presentations and inputs to different structures that are existing in the province that belongs to the Premier, so that his direction out of this center of this committee find expression in those structures, because they do even observation on how we run government. They've identified a lot of things that has already been identified by the Auditor General. Of course, we are also appreciating that it is within just this house, being here as the member of executive, I strongly feel that they are going to bring relief. Their inputs and recommendations can even bring us to a culture shift in different departments, but also improvement on their work that is always reflected on the Auditor General. They have touched almost 50% of the audit action plans of different departments and municipalities, in my view.
Council members are satisfied about their work thus far, saying in their inputs, communities must also be made to understand the existing plans of government and that manufacturing must be prioritized.
There are quite a number of matters that we've looked at, and with the aim of how best can we improve this. And one of the key things that we've identified is that there needs to be strong communication from the top to the bottom. And there needs to be education to the people, because most of our people on the ground don't quite understand how projects are run, how they are initiated, and before you can do anything, you tend to see people already, closing roads, striking or whatever, creating all sorts of disturbance, because they do not fully understand, what is going to happen. And of course, they look at it narrowly, looking at possibilities of, here are jobs now, jobs are coming, but they don't look at the broader picture, that look, in this particular environment, we cannot all be employed. It means we have to become more creative, create new ways or new products out of whatever little we have, so that we can even employ more and more people.
We have districts which we always just import products, but we don't manufacture. A lot of districts produce their own maize, but they don't manufacture. And that maize comes from our grounds, and we eat cornflakes, breakfast cereals, and the likes. When you have a 1 ton of maize, it's around 3,000 rand. The same ton of maize, when you do manufacturing and produce your cornflakes and your breakfast cereals, you'll be trading that back worth 58,000 rand. So it just shows you that manufacturing is the way to go. So we're looking at having a broad-based black economic empowerment manufacturing center in the area of Bojanala in Rustenburg, so that it becomes strategic support wing to the mining sector. Unlike we just buy products from outside and put them into our mines and the communities lose the opportunities. You look at Freiburg area, there was a company of FeedPro that was producing animal feed and other agro-processing products. It closed and it used to employ more than 1,800 people. We want to revitalize that because it's a project within the district in the office of the Dr. Ritsu Khumsi Mompati. It was deleted, it should have happened a long time ago.